Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. Today guys is Monday morning. What a great weekend I had at Legoland with the family. Absolutely beautiful it was. It was really nice time. Really enjoyed ourselves, just laughed the whole weekend. It was great. It was really fun. So yeah, I hope you guys had a great weekend, whatever you was doing as well. But it is Monday morning, we're back on it. We have to crack on and try and get some cars done this week. So what I thought I'd do today is the Peugeot 208, was it? I can't really remember, it was a little while ago now. Peugeot 208, the silver one. We're going to crack on with that one today. I've got all the bits for that, so with no problem, hopefully finishing it today and tomorrow. Going to get these cars out of the way. The new Citroen C1, that's going to be a great little car for someone. Honestly, fantastic little car. And I've already got, see the wing? I've already bought the wing in colour, so that can go straight on. Bumper, nah, it's going to have to be new and then painted. But it is what it is. And I've also ordered the light as well, so that's on its way. So yeah, started to order some bits for that. And then obviously we're going to get into this week and the Cougar, the white one. Again, great car that Cougar. But let's get these out of the way. Let's get Mark's wife's car out of the way as well. And bring in the Peugeot. Let's have a quick walk around it. Make a game plan. Crack on. Let's do this. Right, okay guys. We've got the Peugeot 308 in the workshop, and we're going to go all over this car today. Just do as much as we can. I'm going to book an MOT. I thought I was marked in. I'm going to book an MOT for tomorrow on this one. Just give us enough time to just do the bits and pieces I want to do around the car. Attention to this bit here. This has definitely got to be pulled out. It's quite thin, that. It's hollow, isn't it? I'm not sure if the welder's going to be... I'm not sure about this at the minute. I might try the glue type rather than sort of take it back and weld it and stuff like that. Try and pull it out with the weld, with the... the glue tabs. You glue them to that and you just pull them out. I might try that first, because that just feels just hollow. Anyway, we're gonna have a mess around with this today, guys. The whole car is gonna get a good going over. I have got the lower fog light now, which is that one there. I've got that, and we're gonna replace that. We're gonna do a service as well. We're going to clean it all up. We're going to check it for the MOT. It don't need a lot of this one, I've got to be honest. There you go. There's the light. So we're going to put that in as well. I've started to get some bits for the Cougar. This is the wheel for the Cougar. Just needs a tyre. But yeah, it don't need a lot, this one, I've got to be honest. But it does. I'm just going to spend today. So one day today on this car. And then that is it. That's all it really needs. It doesn't really need any more than that. I can't see it anyway. And then tomorrow I'll just write for an MOT. And we will see. Well, as long as the MOT is good, then we shouldn't have to spend any more time on it. But let's just see what happens with that tomorrow. But let's crack on for now. I want to start with this. We'll see how that goes. I have got a rattle can just to spray that in. We'll go from probably just do the whole seal, go right across and go up a little bit up to there and just blend it in. Like I did on the black Cougar that I did. Exactly the same thing really. We'll just blend it in and see how far we get. But yeah, it shouldn't take much. I've got a little bit extra. I think that can is going to do a little bit more. So we'll, have a little go at the rest of the bodywork. I want to check the brakes, the discs and pads. I want to just go all over the car really today. So let's get cracking. I'll set you up. Let's go for this first, because that's the bit I want to do first, because we might have to do a little bit of filler. I'm not sure, but let's just try this first, see how we go. And and then we'll move on. But so, yeah, let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, I've just had a go at sticking these tabs onto this sill to see if I can get this down, but it's just not touching it. It just will not shove or move at all. It's pretty, yeah, it's pretty there, I've got to be honest. So we're going to have to resort to the other way, the other method. I'm hoping I'm not going to sort of, weld like holes everywhere and sort of pull it through, because it is still pretty sort of hollow, but we've got to give this a go now. So let me get the actual spot welder out, set it all up, and then I'll set the camera up. Let's get cracking. Let's see if this will make any difference as well. I want to do a little bit under there as well, pull that down as well if I can. Just see what we can do. So let's carry on. Let's see what we can do. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, I've been messing around with this for a little bit now, and as you can see, it is much better. The actual line going through as well with the doors, so much better, and it's pulled out, yeah, quite good. There's still like this line here that I need to try and get, but I just don't think I'm going to get any more with pulling it out. I just think I'll be just sort of putting holes everywhere, and I don't want to do that. I did try that as well, but that didn't come down very good. So I think it's a case of just putting a light filler over that now, and then just messing around with the shape of it and shaping it back to where we want it to put it. And yeah, that's going to be sort of where we're going to be with it. I have come across another problem with this car, and that is what actually someone did mention in the comments on the first video of this car, and that was the locking wheel nut key for these alloys. It is missing. That one there is a locking wheel nut. So yeah, I'm going to try a couple of different ways of doing this. I'm hoping I can just smash over a socket over that, and it will just give me enough grip to take it off. But we'll have a look, you know, we'll just have to have a look to see what we can do at the minute. But yeah, it's a pain, isn't it, when they're missing? But I've checked the whole car. I've checked underneath the seats. I've took everything out the boot. there's just nothing. It's not here. So yeah, it is what it is. So let's do these two things now. Let's put a skimmer filler over that, and let's try and get that wheel nut off, because I've got to get these wheels. I've got to get that key removed, that knocking wheel nut. It's got to come off on all the wheels now, because I haven't got the key to pass to the new owners. And yeah, we'll have to get some more wheel nuts for that. It's just one of them things, really. It's got to be done. So let's carry on. Because obviously once I get the wheel off, I suppose I could turn the wheel and then get this off here, and then get to that. We can get to that light there. Do you know what I mean? And start working on that. But they've got to be removed. So it's just part of the job that's got to be done on this car. So yeah, let's keep going. But that's really, really good now. That line where those doors are, yeah, it's come out really well. So let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, it is actually the next day. It is Tuesday today. I had to shoot off yesterday, which was Monday, and do some family stuff and get that sorted. But it's done, and we're back on this today. So you will see this tonight, which will be Tuesday night. Let me give you an update of what's happened with the locking wheel nut, because that's where we left off yesterday. I did try and undo this. I bashed over a socket, but all it did was it broke the inside part there. You can see it's broke. So that's all it did. It just spun and I snapped it straight off. So that's not good. But on a good note is, I think I've found the locking wheel nut key on eBay. So I've ordered that. That's on its way. But that's not going to stop us from carrying on with this car and get it through the MOT. That's not going to stop us. But I can wait for that until it turns up, and then we can crack on and get that sort of. I'll get all those taken off and replaced when it turns up. But yeah, let's carry on. You saw that I've done a bit of filling yesterday as well. So I'm going to rub all that down and then just make sure it's all flattened off. I think we're going to have to put some more over that, because that ain't flat enough. It was just drying so quick, and then it started to drag as it's drying. So, yeah. But it is what it is. And we'll continue with this part, as well as, everything else we've got to do around the car, including getting this replaced. But I think if we get this wheel arch out, I think we can get to there, turn the wheel so that it goes inwards, and then it will give us enough room to get this replaced. And yeah, we've got to do a service as well, little bits and pieces. I don't think I'm going to get to an MOT today. It's just not going to have enough time. But let's get cracking with that. Start rubbing that down. Let's see what that's like. I might have to put maybe a bit of dolphin glaze over the top. I don't really know. Let's just see how it goes. But let's get set up and let's get cracking. Let's do this. Right, so guys, there we go. That is the new spotlight in place. Managed to get around the back of the, took the wheel arch out and got it around the back, managed to secure it. Basically, the two bottoms, I've got little tabs like this. And then you slot it down, and then the top piece has got a screw. And obviously this is why it was flapping, because this top bracket was broken. And the screw just goes through that hole and secures the top. So that's done. Wheel arch back in place. So yeah, and also, you know, I started to rub this back as well a little bit. This is the second coat of filler that it's had. And I've got to be honest, it's getting there. It's really, really getting there. It feels nice and smooth. You can see little pinholes still in here, but the dolphin glaze will get that out. So yeah, just want to rub that down a little bit at the bottom there, make that a bit flatter. But I don't want to go too mad with the top piece. I might do a little bit more, but not too mad, because yeah, then I'm taking it too far back. So let's continue with this. Let's get this how we want, and then we're going to move on to something else with this car, probably the service, yeah, bits and pieces around the car. So let's crack on for now with this, because I want to make sure that's all done, and then we'll move on. So yeah, let's do this. Right, okay, so there we go, guys. That is all primed, ready. Actually, it's not ready. Look, we've got a little gap here, a little hole there. That, I don't know what that is. So yeah, a little bit of rubbing down still to do. Didn't notice that. But we're going to have to put this on the back burner. I've just had someone come in with their car saying, can I help with some repairs, because they've took it for an MOT and it's failed on some bits and pieces. And could I help out and get it done, so we can get it passed. I'll show you the fail. So it's here. That's what it's failed on. Little Peugeot 207. So yeah, we've got some work to do on this car, which is a red one. So I said to her I was going to try and get it done this afternoon. So let's get this out of the way for now. Bring in the other Peugeot that's literally just drove up. She went, can I just leave it with you? Just give me a price. I said, yeah, no worries. So I'm going to sort out a price for her for all the bits and pieces. I'm going to get it in and start working on it and getting it past an MOT, basically. So yeah, I'd not take it for an MOT. She's bought it in like it. She took it somewhere else. Don't know where she took it. Probably Quick Fit or Halfords or somewhere like that. I don't know where she took it. But let's get this out of the way, get the other one in, and then we can have a good look at what it is and what we need to do. So yeah, let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, I've got the car in, and we need to address these MOT issues and failures, and there's quite a lot of, there's dangerous defects there, like dangerous defects, major defects and minor defects. So there's quite a lot to do there. 2 tyres is the dangerous ones. We've got to replace the 2 tyres for the front. Repair immediately is the coil springs and the position lamp not working, near side position lamp, indicators, lights, bulbs. I've got to check all that, and the top mounts as well. So yeah, let's get cracking. Start sort of taking it apart. We'll find out where there's a broken spring somewhere as well. Oh, the coil spring fractured or broken there. So we're going to get that off as well. Get into it, start ripping it apart and see what's going on. So I'll set you up. Let's get cracking. Right, okay, guys, just want to quickly cut in there, just show you exactly what's happened to this spring. Yeah, you can see that I've lined up the top as it comes down. This bit is smashed off there, cracked. Yeah, goes there. So that's why it's failed, because of that. And the top mount as well. So that's the new one. And this is the older one. It's just well, it's gone, yeah. So the bearings always go on these. So yeah, that's rubbish. We're gonna put a new one in, and basically just do both sides like that. I had to take the scuttle panel off completely to get to the top bolt there, and the other side, I've undone it a little bit there, and then once we've done this side, we're going to continue on this way. Did lose a little bit of gearbox oil because the dry shaft was pulling out, so I've had to catch that. Lost a little bit, but not a lot. I'll put that back in and top it up if it needs, and I've got some spare gearbox oil down there. So yeah, coolant looks all right. It's up to level, so that's good. Normally these are quite bad for head gaskets in there and stuff like that, but this one seems good, and the oil seems really good as well, so that's all right. But let's carry on with what we've got to do with this, get this MOT done. Yeah, I'm going to compress them now with the two. The thing is with this compressor thing is great for undoing. It's good for grabbing it and then compressing it to get it. But once to try and put them back in, they're an absolute pig. So I'm going to use those to try and get enough it compressed and then put it in as one go, and then I can do the top bolt on. So yeah, that's why if you see me doing that, that's the reason. I just can't. Yeah, just I've tried many times to try and use it to compress the spring whilst it's in there, but it goes at an angle with this one, and it's really hard to stop it. I think there's probably a way of doing it, but because I've got those as well, I'll just use those as well. Get it done. So yeah, let's set up, guys. Let's do this. Right, okay guys, so we are getting there. Slowly, I'm starting to get this side back together. But it is tough. It is tough doing this, especially on your own. It's just getting it all sort of connected, all back together. I took it off of this point, the hub, off of the actual shock in the end. It was just a lot easier, but disconnecting stuff like the blower ball joint and stuff like that, it is necessary to get the movement and the actual sort of pulling around that you need to get them separated. It's just an absolute pain to get back in. So I'm going to struggle on and get this side done, and then I'm going to start on the other side, hopefully tonight. I'm going to probably stay a little bit later tonight, just to help to get this one done for her. And we'll just see how we go. But for the moment, guys, I think that's it. That's all of the... I've got to stop recording there, because if I don't stop now, I won't be able to upload it for tonight. It won't go through in time. So, yeah, I'm going to call it a day. That's the end of today's video for you guys. I'm going to continue. I'll let you know in the morning how we get on. But for now, that's it. Drop me a comment if you've got anything to say, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully a lot closer to get this one done. So thanks for watching. Take care. See you soon.